Have you ever wanted to create your own cute bear character? Well, you're in the right place. Join me in this video where we'll build a simple, beginner-friendly bear in Blender. First off, check out the screencast keys in the bottom right corner. They'll make following along a breeze. Next, we need two of Blender's built-in add-ons, Auto Mirror and Node Wrangler. Go to Edit, then Preferences, click on the Add-ons tab, and search for each name. If they're not already installed, just click on Extensions, find them, hit Install, and then Activate. Easy. Let's get started. Press 1 on the numpad to jump into front view. Select and delete the camera and light. We won't need them right now. Next, hit the period key on your numpad to focus on the cube, which will become our bear's head. Head over to the Modifiers tab, add a subdivision surface modifier, and set both view and render levels to 2. Now, press Tab to enter edit mode. Hit Ctrl+R and scroll to add 2 loop cuts. Click to confirm. Take a look at the select modes in the top left. 1 for vertex, 2 for edge, and 3 for face. We want vertex mode, so press 1. Now, select the bottom front vertices. If only the front ones highlight, press Alt+Z to enable X-ray mode. Reselect those vertices. Now all of them should be selected. Press S and drag to scale the bottom end. Then, select the middle ring of vertices and S-scale them outward. Repeat this step as needed until the head shape looks just right. Exit edit mode. Press S, Z to squish the head vertically. Right-click and choose Shade Smooth. Then press S, Y to flatten the head on the Y-axis. And finally, if the mesh still looks a bit blocky, go back to the subdivision modifier and bump the render level up to 3. Press Shift+A and choose Cube. Press G, then Z to move it downward, placing it just under the head. This will be the torso. Enter edit mode. Select the top face and hit X, then choose faces to delete it. Now, press Ctrl+3 to add a subdivision surface modifier with level 3 and set the render level to 3 as well. Add 1 loop cut right across the middle of the torso, scale it out slightly, then grab the top row of vertices and scale them in to give it a soft taper. Exit edit mode. Scale the torso to fit nicely with the head. Right-click and choose Shade Smooth. And finally, press Ctrl+A. Then select Rotation and Scale to apply the transforms. Press Shift+A and add a cube. Move it into place to form one of the legs. Go into edit mode. Select the top face and press X. Then choose Faces to delete it. Now press S, then Shift+Z to flatten it along the X and Y axis. Press Ctrl+3 to add a subdivision surface modifier with level 3. Add a loop cut near the bottom to help define the shape. Switch to X-ray mode, then use S to scale, R to rotate, and G to grab until the leg looks just right. Right-click and choose Shade Smooth. Then press Ctrl+A and apply rotation and scale. Finally, add a mirror modifier and set the torso as the mirror object so the leg is mirrored perfectly. Press Shift+A and add a cube. Scale and move it roughly into the arms position. Enter edit mode and delete the 2 side faces. Now press Ctrl+3 to add a subdivision surface modifier. Set to level 3. Hit slash on the numpad to isolate the mesh. Switch to top view with 7. Select the outer vertices. Then use G to grab and R to rotate until they're nicely positioned. Press Shift+D to duplicate the vertices. Then use R and S to adjust the new set. Shift+Alt-click to select a loop. Then press F3 and search for bridge edge loops. Repeat this to create a second arm segment. Now Alt-click the open edge loop, press F to fill, and S to tweak the thickness. Switch to side view with 3, enable proportional edit with O, then use G and Z to position the hand. Right-click and choose Shade Smooth. Then press Ctrl+A to apply rotation and scale, and hit slash again to exit isolation. Back in edit mode, loop select the root edges, S to scale them in, then G to move the arm into its final pose. Finally, add a mirror modifier and choose the torso as the mirror object. Press Shift+A and add a cube. Scale and move it into the ears position. Press S, then Y to flatten it along the Y-axis. Enter Edit Mode, switch to Front View. Select the front face, press I to inset, then E to extrude inward. Add 2 loop cuts, one along the X-axis, one along the Z-axis. Then scale each one to round out the ear shape. Now hit Ctrl+3 to apply a subdivision surface modifier. Right-click and choose Shade Smooth. Finally, position the ear where it fits best and add a mirror modifier to mirror it to the other side. Press Shift+A and add a cube. Move it to the front of the head. Apply a subdivision surface modifier with Ctrl+3. Now enter Edit Mode and delete the back face. Grab the rear vertices, pull them forward, and scale them up to create that snout bulge. From the front view, press Shift+D to duplicate, then S, Z to flatten vertically, and X to thin it out horizontally. Add a loop cut near the top to define the nose ridge, then move it into position on the face. Now, press Shift+A. Add another cube for the lower snout. Use S, Shift+Z to flatten it. Delete the top face in Edit Mode. Add a loop cut near the bottom, and apply Control plus a rotation and scale. Open the side panel with N, go to the Edit tab, enable Auto Mirror, and click it to mirror the lower snout. Select the new face on the mirrored piece. From front view, press E to extrude, G to grab, R to rotate. Then Ctrl+R to add a loop cut, and G again to position it under the nose. Apply Ctrl+2 for a lighter subdivision, and carefully move the entire snout into place, merging it into the head. Now to create the eye socket, duplicate that snout base with Shift+D, then rotate and scale it. Finally, add a mirror modifier to reflect it across the face. Pull up the bottom panel and open the shader editor. Switch to Material Preview. Select the head, click New, and pick a warm brown as the base color. Now, press Shift+A and add a noise texture. Then use Ctrl+T. That's a shortcut from Node Wrangler to automatically add mapping and texture coordinate nodes. Connect the noise texture to a bump node, and then plug the bump's normal output into the principled BSDF shader. Lower the bump strength to about 0.1 and set the noise scale to around 15. That gives us a nice, subtle texture. Now, for the rest of the body, hold Shift, select the head, then hit Ctrl+L, and choose Link Materials. For the eyes, select one, assign the same material, then click Duplicate in the Material tab, and choose a lighter color to add some variation. Next, for the nose and mouth, Shift-select, then Ctrl+L, and Link Materials again. Now, select the snout's base. Choose the first material we created, then click Duplicate, and slightly adjust the base color for variation. Next, select the ear, go into Edit Mode, and select the inside faces of the ear. Press I to inset, then press the plus key on the numpad to expand the selection. This helps grab the faces inside the ear hole. Now, in the Material tab, click on Slots, then hit the plus button to add a new material slot. Click Assign, and finally, choose the snout material we just created. And that's it. And there we have it. We've successfully created a cute bear in Blender using the simplest method possible, built entirely from cubes. I hope you liked it and maybe even learned something new. If you did, please like and subscribe for more videos just like this. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let us know what you'd love to see next. Have a great day. And as always, happy blending.